Hi, I'm Elle Russell, and this is my daughter, Piper. We're from Vermont in the United States, and I am on a long, long journey of health and finding myself. And I found Darrell Wolfe, Dr. Darrell Wolfe, through David Avocado Wolfe, actually, the other Wolfe. And I started buying his products and then watching videos, and was 100% hooked from the get-go because I'm a little fiery like he is, and I instantly related, honestly. And I felt like it was the missing piece for me. I was like, shh, this guy knows exactly what's going on, and I want some of that. So from the moment I saw my first video, I probably watched, 100. And I would go on Facebook and say, I'll be there shortly. I'm making my way. I'm manifesting. And I did. And it took a little bit. And then one day I said, yeah, I need to go. And it wasn't convenient to come at this time, but it was never going to be convenient because, the poverty consciousness thing. So I said, hey, I'm going to Mexico to study, because I'd been talking about it for months. And I said, are you coming? And she said,
absolutely. I didn't know anything about Dr. Wolfe besides what she told me before coming. So it was a little shocking getting here.
Look in the camera.
But I feel like now that I'm here, it was beyond my control. I feel like I was always going to come, no matter what happened.
Yeah.
And I'm so grateful I am here, because everything he's been saying is all the philosophies I've been quandering my whole life put into one beautiful snapshot that is, at least for me, digestible. Sometimes hard to swallow, but once it's there, it's digestible. And it makes so much sense to me, and it's totally clicked with me. And yeah, I'm so grateful.
2 nights ago, he came. I literally felt like I spoke to him in the other realm, in my dream world, and we had like a whole conversation. And I said to him, "Thanks for coming," because I can't to get 5 minutes alone with him is huge. So I was like, I had to find you in the other realm. And the moment that I realized that he was completely sourcing all of his, what he does, I was like, yeah, okay, I'm in the right place, because I've had many, many moments and a lot of the ability to do that, but not at that pace and capacity by any means. And so it's been profound for me, because I've been able to feed off him, which I don't want to feed off him. I want to feed off myself, but he's facilitating me, so which is phenomenal, and pushing me energetically, and I feel it all. And each day was more and more and more, and like my subconscious is completely reprogrammed, and I can only imagine after 2 more times. So I can't wait, and I look forward. I haven't even done the non-surgical yet, so I'm super excited to meet Sage and move on. I'm a body worker in the other world that I live in, and this is definitely the most, venue that I've ever come across that's going to actually change for good if you want it to, and if you work all the steps and the program to help yourself. And that's all it is. It's not somebody else's program, it's your own program. You just have to, someone's just teaching you how to do it, and if you choose to, you can live your best life ever and pain-free to 120, and that's why I'm here. So yes, there's been many. I'm on the spot at the moment, so I can't give you specific besides the streaming, which is the consciousness is really there and fun to watch when he gets going and fun to feel. Like I actually, okay, here's one. So yeah, several times the energy, the actual vibration and buzzing was so intense in me. I was like, I can really feel actual molecules vibrating inside of myself when I'm doing it myself, you know, and the energy's so high, and that's like the best. You cannot get that from a drug, even from a beautiful view. It only comes from yourself and sourcing, and it's the best high and the best energy on the planet. And I want to feel it all the time. Go ahead.
I feel like I have a couple moments. One, I actually talked about this with my mom before coming. When I was in 3rd grade, there was someone doing a video project going around our school asking, what can you do to help the environment on a personal level? And I remember I volunteered and we all went up. I don't exactly remember what I said, but I remember watching the completed video and everyone was saying, I recycle. I turn the water off when I brush my teeth. All these tiny little things. And I remember for so long feeling like so many of the problems of the world were on my shoulders, and I was such a, you know, a burden to everyone else. And then I'm realizing that is so silly. Like turning the water off when you brush your teeth, that's gonna save the planet. And it's just all like coming here with Dr. Wolfe is making me realize like, you're not a problem for taking up space. You're actually beautiful. And when you take up that space, you're helping everyone else. And another question I've always had is atoms don't touch, cells don't touch. And that's always bothered me because the teacher's never been able to explain to me in a way that makes sense. Then what are we? How can I feel my mom? How can I see you? How can I feel myself? How is my body put together? And every atom is moving and has a magnetic field, and we're all just vibrating close together. And I can feel your energy and my vibration. And that's what life is. It's not the physical matter. It's the energy that encapsulates every bit of physical matter. And that's what's so influential. And that makes so much more sense to me than anything else. And the whole idea that pain is a GPS. Pain is not bad. Pain is there for a reason. We should listen to it. It is a calling. It is asking us to pay attention. And the more I say, okay, I'm listening to you, the better it actually feels, just having recognition in my own body. And instead of trying to crawl away from it, actually being like, okay, what's wrong? Thank you, body, for letting me know. What do I need to go? Where do I need to go from here? What do I need to do? That's really magical. And taking power in your pain and then not letting it turn into suffering. I think that's truly wonderful.
I would say if you're sick of being sick and sick and tired of being tired and sick of yourself being yourself, then get your ass down here. Because this is how you become your best self. And I'm 56. I've done a lot of work. And I've gotten to a little, but not to this level, and not this quickly. I mean, you know, how do you get there in 9 days? You got to come take the course, but only if you're ready, because it's not for sissies.
Yeah, I actually didn't take the full course. I only sat in a few times.
But you had work done too.
I did have work done. I would say it really is until you're ready. Don't force yourself, but just slowly start collecting all of your unanswered questions and ask yourself, will these ever be answered? Do I want them answered? Do I want to know if I love myself or not? That's a hard one to think about. And if you actually want to know the answer, this is the place to find it.